Hey everyone, welcome back. Today on the stream, we're going to be doing something that probably shouldn't take very long, hopefully no more than like 10 or 15 minutes. But I did want to get it done, and so I figured why not stream and show the process here. So the idea is on Stub Squad, I want to get notified when new users actually verify their email. We do have a captcha set up, like an invisible captcha from Cloudflare using Turnstile for the registration, which blocks out most spam bots. But I want to basically make sure that if someone's registering, I'm only getting notified of if it's an actual person. And so part of the registration process does involve a person actually verifying their email address. So basically just, it sends an email, you click a link to verify that the email is legit. And so what I want to do is when that happens, when the person actually verifies their email, so they're a real person, I want to get notified just so I can kind of get an idea of how many people are signing up. And so what we're going to be doing today, pardon me, is we're going to use TDD to we're going to TDD out an event listener. Pardon me. Which is using the event that Fortify or Jetstream Fortify, I think, fires when the email is validated. And then we're going to fire off an email when that event is fired. And so, yeah, I mean, this shouldn't take super long. So I'll kind of go over my thought process here. And so the first thing I did was I was looking for the route for the email verification. So this is the one where if they click the link in the email, this is where it takes them to. So it's like /email/verify/ this ID and then the hash in the email. And so it's taking in a copy of this email verification request. And so if we go down here to the fulfill, it's firing off this verified event. And so what we're going to do is we're going to listen for this this event. And then when that happens, we're going to fire off an email to me basically saying, hey, someone signed up, just so you're aware, kind of thing. So the first thing I want to do is we're going to go art. Actually, you know what? Let's just see. Do we have, I don't think there's like a sign up test or anything. New user test, maybe. New registration test. Okay. I'm going to leave those other to do tests for another day here. But for now, we'll just start a new one. So we'll say it notifies admins when a new user verifies their email address. And so I'm not going to use expectation API for right now. So let's say, I think we want to go event fake. Yep. And so we want to say event fake verified. Yep. No, verified class. And so we are going to say event new verified create user. Yep. Actually, so we're going to say user factory create. Okay, and so so we want, okay, so the event has been fired, and so the next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that a mail has been sent. So the event has been fired, so the next thing that needs to happen is so mail fake. So we want to say mail assert queued, and we don't want it to be that class. We want it to be a user validated email class. Obviously that doesn't exist right now, but that's okay. Yeah. Expected was not cute. Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, so let us user validated email. So we're gonna say art make mail user validated email. This is going to be a markdown email. And so what we actually want to do is we want to say return. So we don't want it sent to the user. What we want is it to be sent to return mail has two. There is in our config, I think is it an app? There should be an array somewhere of the admin email addresses. Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, so return mail has two. So, so can we say, so what I'm thinking about here is, okay, so we have an array of email addresses. What I'm thinking about is like, how are we going to check if this one has either of those email addresses? Because it's going to send one to each. So let's say has two, and then actually mail. What methods are on here? Return mail. Okay, so we're going to say has to min email. Okay, and so we are going to say for each config stub squad admin as admin email. Yep. Use okay, so we want to make sure that there's an email queued to both of us. Okay, and actually, yeah, we're not going to need that because we don't care about the user right now. Okay, so let's see. User validated email, so we can just why is that user validated email? Oh, user validated. Yeah. User validated email. Okay, user validated email. User. Not sure why this is not showing up here. Fine. Mail user validated email. Okay, so now let's fire this off. Okay, it's still going to fail. Still wasn't queued, right? So we are going to say extends and it implements should queue. Yep. Okay, it was not queued. That's fine because we're still not actually doing the event listener yet. That's fine. So let's do that. So we're going to say art make listener user validated email. Okay, and we need to go to the event service provider. And so we're going to listen for this. The event is just called verified, I believe. Yes, verified. So it's illuminate auth events verified, and then we're going to listen for ours. So we're going to say verified I don't know why this is not. So what's the path? Eliminate auth events verified. Yep. And ours is the user validated email. Listeners, user validated email. Yep. Listeners. Did I type that wrong? App listeners. Again, we want to should queue this. And interacts with queue, yes. Actually, no, we just need the should queue. We're not doing anything with the queue itself. Okay, so when we get the event, what do we get in the event? We get the user. So we're going to say mail. So for each, yes, user validated email. Yep. Okay, so use mail user, yes. Okay, so there should mean conflicts now. Okay, so new mailable with the, let's just do mailable with the user that was created. In fact, I don't want to send any kind of PII through the email itself. Literally all I want to say is there was a new user and we can go check it out later. So new user validated as mailable. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't even think we need the event. New mailable. And this. We don't need any of that because it's coming to us. We don't need to do the block route stuff. All right, so we can get rid of that. User registration. So let's try this test now. Mailable was not queued. Okay. So first of all, let's do that. Okay, so let's take a look. So let's see, is this event actually getting fired? Fired. Okay, so it's not even happening there. User validated email, the listeners, verified class is auth events. Yep. So why is that not firing? So we've got the listener set up correctly. Event new verified. insert queued user validated email, function mail, use it mail admin. In fact, I don't know if we even need to fake that. Okay, so yeah, so that was the problem. So we can delete that. Now, if we go back here, cool, we have a passing test. Getting green there, so that's exactly what we want. So now we can just go and kind of put some text in this email. So we can close this. Actually, let's just close all this. Maybe we can get our autocomplete working. That's that complete. Okay. So we're going to say new user validated email. So we're going to say new user signed up. I don't know. Someone just signed up to Stub Squad and validated their email. Sure. Okay, that's fine. It's gonna do that, is it? That's annoying. Okay, so let's see if I can remember the code. Nope. If it keeps saving with those tabs, it's gonna, so Markdown sees that as being plain text, and so it's annoying because it like just sends this whole thing as plain text rather than like the formatted Markdown. So there's got to be a better way to do this. Yeah, so do not use excess indentation when writing Markdown emails. Markdown parsers will render indented code as code blocks. Exactly, right? And so it has to do with the auto formatter for the LSP that I have for Markdown, I assume. So I think what I'm going to do, and this hurts my heart, but I'm going to open this up in. So I'm not going to figure this out on stream. I'll figure this out later. So if we go Stub Squad, I'm just going to open VS Code. And VS Code does the same thing too. Some of you guys might have seen me do this in the past. So if we go this and we go new user, no, user validated email mailable, nope. User validated email blade. So if we change the language to plain text so that it doesn't try and mess with the formatting. If we go back here, okay, cool. Change it, good. Okay, so now we can basically, I'm just going to go through the process just to make sure something actually shows up here. I guess I should run bun. So let's go bun dev. Cool. Let's go log in. And actually, we're also going to need a queue worker. So Stub Squad and our queue work. Okay, and so we're going to sign up a new user. We're going to say JT example at example.com password. Cool. No, I don't care about that. So there's the email. So we're going to verify this email address. And theoretically, as soon as we click this, there should be a job that pops up in there, and then we should get an email back here. So if we say verify email address, okay. User validated email. So sent twice, which is not great, but that's okay. Oh, right, because there's two. There's one to me and one to my business partner. Yep, cool. So we have new user sign up. Someone just signed up to Subsquad and validated their email. Perfect. Okay, so that's actually kind of what we want. So if we go back here, those are fine. Those are fine. Okay, so TDD out an event listener, and then firing off a event when the event is fired. Those both work. So at this point, we're good to go for today. That was a nice short stream. Everything worked like it was supposed to. And yeah, so I will be back on Sunday with more stuff. It might be a shorter stream again. I'm kind of liking these kind of shorter, 20-minute, half an hour streams, just to do one little feature here and there rather than saving up a bunch for a big long 3-4 hour stream. But yeah, so if you haven't already, if you can follow me on YouTube at nexay_dev, follow me on Twitch, it's just nexay, and I will see you on Sunday. Later.